This is where leads go to die in your business. What am I talking about? I'm talking about the places in your sales motion that you know without a doubt leads are slipping through the cracks, potentially costing your business tens or hundreds of thousands of dollars. And in this video, we're going to talk about these different places that your leads are going to die and how to put in a system of checks and balances to make sure that we're taking advantage of every opportunity possible. I'm Sam Queen. They call me the Close Doctor, and I help businesses with high ticket offers scale to 7 and 8 figures using my systems-based selling strategies. If that sounds like something you're looking for, I'll put my calendar link down in the description below so you can book a time with me or someone on my team to chat. So obviously, before we put the solution in place, we need to figure out where the problems are actually occurring for us in our business. And this is going to start by making sure we actually know what our sales process looks like. Start by mapping our sales process. I'll put the link to the video down in the description of that one. It looks like this on your screen here on how to actually map your sales process from a 30,000 foot overview. But to summarize it up for you, it really comes down to taking the different steps in your sales motion from that 30,000 foot overview and identifying what are the big blocks to that motion. What are the big pieces that actually take place? For most businesses that I work with, it's some marketing channel that's generating a lead, a potential lead. If they have a team of setters or SDRs, maybe they're booking then what some people call a triage call. That call can get completed or not completed. From there, it may move to a closer, a BDR, account manager, whatever that title is for you in your business. Where now we're at the closing table talking to only qualified leads. Demos happen at this place. Demos get completed, not completed. Maybe you move people to a free trial from that point. One deal, lost deal. That's what a sales process looks like for a lot of businesses when you look at its big blocks. So take a look at your sales motion and figure out what are those big blocks for you. And once we've identified those, we'll talk about how we're going to use different tools, CRMs, and how to leverage their different gadgets and gizmos to put in that checks and balances that we're talking about. When it comes to mapping our sales process, in Close.com, we use custom activities to accomplish that. And that looks like something like this on your screen here, where you can see that all of our leads start with maybe a new activity coming into our funnel. Maybe they purchased a front-end product, all the way through won deals and lost deals in a 10-step sales process motion. What's nice about the custom activities inside of Close is you can think of them as forms. Now, I know I'm going to be talking about Close in this video, but Go High Level, HubSpot, Pipedrive, they all have variations of forms inside of their account. So whatever tool you're using, whatever CRM you're using, just think of the form builder that they have inside of there. And with these custom activities yourself, as you're mapping that sales process from a 30,000 foot overview, you can start to zoom in inside of the form, like the strategy session completed form here, which may give us the outcome of how a call went, what the goals of the prospect were, the timeline, what price and payments, what objections they had discussed with us on the call. And now we're getting a more granular boots on the ground look at what our sales process looks like. The nice part about custom activities, specifically inside of Close, I know HubSpot does this as well. These custom activities can be used as triggers and filters to actually filter data later on, which is going to allow us to automate things and add in that system of checks and balances. Now, each step that you've now mapped is a potential place that a lead can slip through the cracks. That's what I hear all the time. My leads are slipping through the cracks. Now, another place that leads can slip through the cracks that most businesses see is going to be on that follow-up stage. So if you're actually mapping your sales process, maybe in your completed form, your completed call form, you have a status that says follow up, we can now filter for leads that meet that criteria and have gone X amount of days without communication. So let's look inside what Close.com calls a smart view to see exactly how we can filter that. So here I am inside of a smart view that I have titled for our teams called SS No-Show, Strategy Session No-Show. These are people that came to that closing table and then no-showed that call. Now, smart views are specific to Close. Once again, I know you can filter for leads and create what I call buckets inside of other CRMs. I don't know the specific terms for them yet. Now, why I call them buckets is because I'm going to create bucket, a smart view, a filter of leads that's going to have certain criteria where the bucket's going to get filled up. And then there's going to be certain criteria where the bucket gets empty. And that's the really important part here. Because when you're then mapping your sales process in what Close.com calls smart views, like you can see this 01 to 11 here, smart views, that's the day-to-day for a sales rep inside of Close. That's just a series of filters. I'm leading my sales team, you're leading your sales team. You just have to tell them to empty their bucket. So this example of the SS no-show, we can see that a lead has gone 2 days without communication. Find the latest communication where date is before 2 days ago. I am the lead owner. They're not currently a student and they're not a DNC inside of a lead status. I don't want to follow up with people that are DNC. And then there's not a sale loss custom activity present. And that's kind of like the one thing inside my accounts where if a sale lost activity is present, we'll never follow up again, or maybe our email corresponder will be taking care of some automation. So this smart view here doesn't show any leads for me because I do not have any leads in my account. But if I eliminate the closer lead owner, and now I'm seeing across my entire account, I can see I've got 267 leads inside of here right now. If I go to a lead inside of here and I log a call, I pretend I called the lead, and then I go back to that smart view, I'm going to hold my breath and see, oh, look at that, 266 leads. We went from 267 to 266 because I called the lead. That's how the bucket is getting emptied. That is the qualifier that is emptying that bucket. So when we look now at our series of smart views for a closer, they have today's calls, upcoming calls, leads to follow up with, no-shows, reschedules, students to check in on. This is one of my favorite views to have for my team, students to check in on. This is saying that I signed a student up, I'm the lead owner, and I haven't talked to them within 14 days. It just means put a touch point on them. The last thing you want your sales reps to do, depending on how you run your finance department in your business, is to only put a touch point on a lead when they default on their next payment or their next installment. Hey, I know I haven't talked to you since I swiped your credit card, but your $1,000 payment just didn't go through. I hope everything's going well. Like, when can we get that cleared up? No, we don't want that, but we do want the environment where we put a touch point on every single 2 weeks. And when that payment potentially defaults, we're reaching out because that's what we do. We reach out and we make sure that our customers and our clients are doing well. It's another touch point to relay information back to fulfillment. This is just truly one of my favorite filters and motions for my sales teams in their day-to-day. Now, like I said, leading your sales team is quite easy. Obviously, you want them to prioritize their inbox first, and you want them to prioritize today's appointments. That's going to be the lowest hanging fruit. But creating this motion where now you've mapped your sales process in custom activities or a form builder, it doesn't have to be custom activities. This is not a Close.com specific video. These can be applied, like I said, to any, if not all CRMs. Now that we've mapped our sales process with custom activities, we can use those inside of the filters or the smart views, which now we've mapped the motion or the day-to-day for our sales reps. And we know based on this motion and how we've constructed it, that no leads could ever potentially or possibly slip through the cracks. There is no place for leads to go to die. If a lead is going somewhere to die, we're going to see it right in front of our face, because when we go to that one-on-one or inside of my managerial smart views here, my managerial smart views just help me see across the whole account. It's not lead owner specific. Inside my managerial smart views here, I can make the call outs to the people who maybe have missed a part in the sales process, or maybe have too many no-shows sitting in their pipeline. And I can bring that awareness to them, and they can bring that awareness, more importantly, to themselves, because it's right in front of their face all the time. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. I am a Close.com fan. I'll leave a link to sign up for Close.com free trial in the description below. If you want to book a workshop call with me or someone on my team to actually go through this motion that I just taught on this call, I will do that with you completely for free. So please take some time to book a call with me if that interests you. And as always, don't forget to like, subscribe, smash the like button, and I will see you in the next video. Thanks.